Morning guys, today we're getting a car. So the car's actually around 30 minutes away. It's being delivered to us. The subscription that we signed up to actually delivers, so that's amazing because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to get it in the first place. And yeah, in about half an hour we're going to be driving an electric car. We're so excited. It's going to be really cool and really weird. They actually give you a little map to track it on your phone. So when you get you have to get like the app that goes with the subscription in particular. And there's like a little map so you can actually watch where your car is on the way for it to be delivered. So we actually know where it is now and it's so close. It's so exciting. What we getting?
A car.
What kind of car?
A pink car.
Do you like pink cars?
Yeah.
Yeah. We opted to go with a subscription service to get an electric car. There are many reasons why we decided to do this, which I will go through. But the car came around a week ago, and when it got delivered, it had been driven all the way from Doncaster, and the guy had no problems with it. He had driven it all the way down, like 200 odd miles, something ridiculous like that. And we get in it. We try and reverse it out of our car park because we were going to drive to my mum's and she lives in Norfolk, and it stops working. The brake light comes on, a spanner light comes on, and it says check braking system. So we're sitting in a car that's just been delivered to us, which we've been looking forward to for ages, because I didn't actually say in the pieces of video at the start that you saw that I filmed last week, just before the car was meant to arrive, that we actually haven't had a car since February this year, because the car we did have broke down so badly that we couldn't really afford to fix it. So because of lockdown and because my job is only like a minute down the road, I can walk to it, we decided not to get another one. So we've been carless for what would be for around 7 months, and that's a long time. I mean, I know lockdown happened so you couldn't really go out anyway, but to not have a car has just been really tricky. We've not been able to do our own food shopping. We've not been able to really go out when we wanted to. We've had to really like stay at home, and that's been fine because I've been busy with work. There's not really been very many places that have been easy to get to anyway. But it's just so frustrating. As you saw in the clip, they've towed it away now. So we will actually be receiving a courtesy car. So that's really good, because otherwise we'd have to wait until this one got fixed. The reason why we went with a car subscription and not buy a car outright is because when we move, we're going to be debt free, hopefully. And that's the only debt we really want to have, because we've had such bad luck with cars. Like we've had, I think since I've been with Kev, we've had around 4 or 5 cars, maybe more. And I've only been with him for like 10 years. So that's nearly 1 car per 2 years. And that's just not, it just isn't worth it, because the amount of money we've spent on fixing the cars, they've needed new engines, clutch is gone, the head gasket, like really big things that cost a ton of money that we just kept pouring into these cars. And they were old cars and they had lots of miles already racked up on them, and we just kind of talked and thought, you know what, the thing that would be worth it the most is to have that one piece of debt, which would just be to have a reliable car, because as soon as something goes wrong with it, the company fixes it. We don't have to. And because it's not leasehold, it doesn't become ours after a long period of time, and we're not paying it off over years, and then the car just gets old. It's the subscription, so we can stop it 1 month and then pick it up again the next month. So that's also why we opted for a subscription. We do still feel hopeful that this is going to sort itself out. The electric car that we actually went for was the Renault Zoe ZE40, which is supposed to have really good reviews, and it's quite a good, reliable car when it works. The braking system, we realised, was actually a big fault that they do have, to let anybody know out there if you do want to go for the Renault. We will be getting it back, which is awesome. And we're just really excited to go electric. I mean, the whole point of going electric was to save money with petrol, was for me to be a lot more eco-conscious, because I do feel like that is important. A lot of companies are starting to make electric cars only now, so it is going to start happening. And we just really wanted to give it a go. We're the kind of family that just jumps into things. We love to try new things. We love to kind of jump ahead of what's going on in the world. We love to really give things a go. And electric wasn't actually my idea initially, it was actually Kev's. And I was just fully behind him. I thought, yeah, fine, why not? I mean, I don't drive, so he's the one that has to drive it, but I was quite happy for him to make this decision. And the reasons why were mainly because we wanted a reliable car, we wanted something that would last, we wanted something that wouldn't cost a lot to run, because electric cars, they don't have the same sort of systems as petrol cars. They don't have clutches, they don't have gear sticks, they don't have any of that. So the potential for anything to go wrong is a lot smaller. Obviously, electric cars have their own problems, and I would encourage you to do your research. If you did opt to go electric, we actually did loads of research ourselves. We kind of tried to bust a lot of myths that come with electric cars, especially when it comes to the mileage. Like, lots of people think that they don't go very far. The Renault Zoe itself, I think, goes just over 200 miles. Obviously, like, the better the car, say like a Tesla, you're looking at like 300 to 400 miles per charge. So they're getting better, and I think the myths and the kind of old wives' tales around electric cars are starting to get less and less, because people are starting to realise that they're only getting better. I just love that we're going to be really eco-conscious, and that our emissions are going to be next to nothing. That electric is going to cost far less than petrol ever did. So we actually get free electric, and you can get free electric without it as well. You just need to kind of know where to go. There are other places that do charge for electric, but it's for pennies. It's like 13p per kilowatt, so it's really not much at all. So in terms of, like, we were gobbling up petrol with our last car, because we had like I think we had a Kia Sportage, but it was petrol, and it was guzzling it down. Like, we were spending like £20 a day just to be able to go out. So this is really going to help with our finances, to kind of be able to drive around and not really worry about paying for it, which is crazy. So the costs of the electric car subscription service is £329 a month. We went with a company called On2, and so far, other than the hiccups, their customer service has been absolutely amazing. They sorted us out with a courtesy car, like I said. They're trying to get the problem sorted as quickly as possible. So the subscription includes the insurance, the Polar card that allows us to get electric for free. It's usually £7.99 a month. And obviously then you go to the stations that are specific to that company. And it also includes breakdown covers. So if anything ever happened, we can get towed. If anything goes wrong with the car, we don't have to pay for it, unless obviously we're at fault. Say if we crash and it's our fault, or something goes wrong our end, then obviously that has to be sorted out between us and the company. But if it's a car fault or somebody else's fault, it will be On2 that will be paying for that, not us. So I'm aware it's been a bit more of a chatty video this time round than I would have liked. We were really excited to kind of show you the car, take a drive in it, go through like charging and all that kind of thing. But unfortunately that's going to have to wait until the electric car actually arrives. But hopefully in the next few weeks it will come back. So we'll be able to film a part 2 to this video, which will be us actually getting the electric car and driving it and showing you all of it, and maybe going through like things about electric cars that you might not even know about, just in case there is anybody out there that is looking to switch to electric. So I know it's been a bit of a boring video maybe, but I just wanted to kind of go through the reasons why we chose electric and how much it's actually costing us to do the car subscription, and also what actually happened. and I'm really looking forward to actually getting the car and then showing you guys and switching to electric. That's what the kind of dream has been for quite a few months. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I know it was a short one this week, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Which I will go through, but the car came came around, but the car for what would be for about another reason is